Welcome again to Just Us Friends. I'm glad to have you with us, and it's good to have this time together every day to just remember and get reoriented, and how rarely we stop to remember what our life is truly about, and to give ourselves that opportunity to anchor in again to our greatest strengths and our highest motivation. Many of you are parents, and you've told me that you're enjoying reading the children's story to your kids, and one benefit of reading that story is that it gives your kids an opportunity to know that their life too is a journey of unfolding. They're learning about their own inner wisdom self, and that they are living a life of great importance and of great self-discovery. Some of you struggle with how you can be the best parents that you can be and give to your children the kind of foundation that maybe you yourselves didn't get. And some of you, especially if you were dealing with abuse or trauma in your childhood, you're finding that sometimes you lose it, sometimes you have meltdowns, sometimes you become your parents and treating your children in the way that you swore you would never treat them because you know the harm that it did to you. It's a very, very hard job, we all know, to be a parent. And many of you who may not actually have your own birth children have children that you love and care about, maybe nephews and nieces, or most important, your own inner child. It's important to treat ourselves as lovingly as we would any child that we adored. What is the most important thing we can give to a child? I would say listening to them, honoring them, and helping together to discern what they need rather than what we need for them. Later, as teenagers or even as older children, they may be beings driven primarily by hormones and emotions, and I've heard some parents say that they want to help their child do what feels right to them. Well, sometimes that's a pretty hard thing to figure out, because what feels right to a 13-year-old on the surface is not always what is right for them truly. But if you start with an infant, if you start with a tiny baby, and you honor and appreciate what they are trying to express to you, so that you are listening and little by little teaching them that it's okay to ask for what they need, and little by little this expression of need is in harmony, it's in balance, and it's true and truthful. Children who are respected respect themselves, respect others, and are able to ask for what they need in ways that enhance their chances of successfully getting it. It's not successfully getting their needs met when they have a temper tantrum and then they get their needs met. Already a missing link is there. it's not always a result of the parents not listening. Sometimes it's the child's neurological wiring and immaturity in their neurological system, or an imbalance, or even sometimes something as simple as food allergies that keep them feeling harmonious and healthy. So helping to investigate, what do they need, how do they ask for what they need, how together can you be successful in getting them what they need, and starting a pattern of honoring, listening, and expression. Later, when those hormones kick in, or later when ego is becoming much stronger in its developmental process, and they're experimenting with trying to figure out power and issues that are allowing them to be successful or self-sabotaging in the world. If you have a strong foundation already established, then you can negotiate these tasks, and it can be done much more skillfully. It does not need to be an angry, hurtful, alienating process. A child can learn how to set themselves up for success. And again, some children have obstacles that are beyond their control, and so helping them set themselves up for success may be helping them find a world that is small enough and safe enough that they can be successful in that realm, and learn little by little to grow into a bigger world that's more challenging for them. So take your time, but most of all, listen to them, listen to yourself listening to them, and then being kind and helping everybody be successful in a way that affirms and celebrates who that child really is and allows them to live their gifts. This is the foundation that will serve them well for the rest of their life. If they don't get this foundation in childhood, it is much, much harder. You can teach your child to meditate too. This is a great way for your child to learn to listen to themselves. And in reading the story here on Just Us Friends, and you can take them to the meditation site and meditate together as a family, or teach them to meditate alone. So thank you for being here with us today, and we're always open to your questions and thoughts and comments in the Friends Dialogue box. See you next time.